Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? All right. Today is the Monday. How's your weekend, guys? Can you hear me, Miguel? Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? Miguel, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Voldemort, Miguel, can you hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm talking here. If you're on the mute, can you unmute yourself and tell me whether can you hear me? All right, awesome. All right. Alrighty, so I think let's just wait a couple of more minutes and we can then restart the review today. Market is still hovering close to 5,900 and so although today we started streaming on the Twitter, Facebook as well. Hello guys on the YouTube. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for your support. We're just going to start the analysis in just a few minutes. If you look at the market, SPY and ES, especially the ES is still very close to the 5,900. And I'm going to share you some clean charts now, in just a few seconds, and then you're going to see uh, what to expect from today's session. Today's session is needs to be very important. Uh, the reason being is that we saw the weakness in the last week, and the weakness is bought back on Friday in the late afternoon. Move started from the 12 p.m. and all the way it went to 15:30, but we saw that the Sunday evening and the early Monday morning we have showed the weakness, and now we have pulled back and close to the same area within the opening range of the Friday. So I have a severe sore throat and the cough, so taking some medicine here. Let me just clean it up. Here you go. So let's look at it, right? Let's start with the daily because the Monday morning. So let's do the analysis, and then a lot of information or a lot of data coming this week. So this week is important. We can clearly see that we found the bottom in the first week of April, and then the whole April, and then the continuation of May, we have a strong upside move, right? And if we draw this line here, so this is the 1 month and this is the second one, and very strong move. We making during the process, we made the high. We can say this is a lower high. Then we made the higher high, right? It was lower high before. If you compare this, and we can say this is a higher low, then higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and it's just ripped very nicely uh, throughout the period. One of the strong momentum came in, and we have made a lot of money during that session, which is basically breakout of this and breakout that session. Now, after reaching out this in the mid-May, we saw some consolidation, but it's still uptrending, but a little consolidation. If you look at it, still the ES has made the high here, but kind of a double top and then selling off. So, but still very strong. If you look at the daily moving averages, way above from the moving averages. So we are in the same spot where we were before this whole tariff sell-off begins. If you remember, let me just go to the left side, and then you can see here. Um, if I remove everything, you can see here, this was a big consolidation was happening every time, moving up, selling off, moving up, selling off, moving up, selling off. And kind of we are in the same area at this point. And if we look and combine from the left side, we can say that this is maybe for the bigger trend. Is this the top of the near future before it's making a new high? And if that's the case, we might gonna see some sort of a weakness during this month. And remember, today is the first day of the month, and we know the summer usually slow, and market has moved a lot. So there is high likelihood and probability that we're gonna see some some weaknesses, some pullbacks during the time. So now where are we? So if you look at the monthly, this is a monthly chart. If you look at it, um, we are here close to 5,900. And if we go back, we are exactly the same spot where we were in October, um, we gain nearly the same spot where we were in the September. So essentially, we are turning close to the 1 year, and the market has not moved a lot in terms of the price stagnation, right? Yes, we have volatility, we're moving up and down, but we're coming back to the same spot where we always there. So it clearly shows that there are a lot of uh, uh, supply at this point here. Whether we're going to break out this area and make the new high, I don't know. But definitely after this whole move, there might some consolidation required, and maybe a month of June consolidation or month of June and July consolidation. And then we start moving in the August, September. September historically is the weakest period usually in the market. Uh, and then the November, December is the peak. So we'll see. Now, if we come closer and we look at it, after daily, monthly, we looked at it now. If you look at the 30 minutes chart, we're going to see that we are right now uh, close to 5,900. And I think 5,900 would be an important level for us to understand that whether market is wanted to make the move higher or move lower. So 59 could be an important, whole number which we can easily reference it. No other significance as such, just the reference significance at this point. Um, if you look at it closely, we can say that uh, so this is the May 7th, May 8th. If we say if this is a swing low and this is a swing high, right? We can clearly see that we are very close to the swing high on upper top. But yes, we are not trying to break out, but definitely we are not uh, on the lower side or breaking down step as well. So now the question is that where market is likely going to move first? Is market is going to retest this or market going to retest this? It seems to me that based on the weakness is developing and we're making see that if this is a high, and then we can say this is there's another swing high we can say, and if we can say this is the middle of the range and there's a swing low, if we can ignore this part because there's a gap here, we say this is swing low. Now we can clearly see this is the lower high we made it, right? We made it here low as well, but it's not low and retest 5780, but this. So now question is that what I'm asking myself, is this going to go like this or it is going to go drop and retest this area and then further here? I think that depending on the data this week, we have the weakness, but I guess this we gonna sooner or later we're going to close this gap. Um, it'll happen this week or in the next 2 weeks. Uh, but I guess before we go high, there's a high likelihood in my sense that is we're going to see some weaknesses and going to come and close the gap. Um, we can clearly see we are creating a trend line here. This is high, getting a ceiling, right? So if we have the ceiling 5920, 5930 is the resistance, after a couple of bounces or churning, hovering over 5,900, we might gonna see a downside move as well. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate guys if you are on the YouTube, if give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the session, and feel free to ask the questions if you have. And if you wanted to see the stream without any delay, you can always welcome to come and join our Discord. Um, but feel free to ask the questions if you have based on analysis. So now if we look at everything together and if we reopen the pre-market data, we can clearly see two things notably we can see here, right? And that is that um, this is the Friday low. This is the Friday low, May 28th. May 3rd. Where's May 30th? Where's and let me just mark it this here. right? So this is 58.53 is the Friday low, and the Friday high is 59.30. Okay. And if we just go one day before, we have the May 29th low and May 29th high. Then if we go just one day before, we have a May 27th low and May 27th high. So if you look at it, high, and the lows are really very close to each other, 10, 15 points difference. And right now we are just above or close to 5,900, but in the middle of the range. So my idea is that if we see in the regular session, if we see the rejection of 5,900 and we see the downside move, our first target would be the 58.53, and then the next target would be the close of this gap, which is basically 58.20 or 58.36. And if we see the upside move, I might likely gonna protect myself for the early upside move. I'm not really interested going high on this, on this weakness. Rather, I look for the short if it fails. And if I see a more stronger setup where, Canada is forming like this on the opening range, and then we see some consolidation and breaking out with the volume confirmation and with the order flow and bookmap, then I will consider going long. But my first idea is not to immediately look for the longs. I would rather look for long to go up and reject those levels and come down and fail. Same thing, nothing different. If you look at it, if I open the pre-market data, you can see here um, what we did here, that we basically made the top, tried again, tried again. Right now, we're very nicely consolidating between this smaller block. But the question is that if it can fail and it can turn red, that's where I was looking at it, that we're gonna see the downside move. But if we can hold 5,900 and break out with the volume, then we have an upper range. We know that 6,000, 5,930 as a close resistance. And then if we clear up, and then we have another 30, 40 points range. But this could be an immediate hurdle for 5,930. So if you wanted to consider long, making sure you need to see uh, that 5,930 is clean, with the volume, or you look for little lower with the idea of retesting this level rather than breaking out this level. Now let's look at the NQ, and just to share. Uh, so this week, even today, we have Atlanta GDP as well. We have a Fed speaker. Fed chair is speaking at 1 o'clock. So afternoon, carefully, if you trading in afternoon, be very careful. After 12, there might be some weird moves because of the data release and then the Powell speaking this afternoon. So be extremely careful. Um, and then there's also 10:15. There's also one more speaker from a Fed was speaking as well. So 10:15 is speaking GDP data at 1 o'clock, and then we have chair is also speaking. So yeah, so a lot of news data, and then tomorrow we have again the speakers and the job data, JOLTS data. So yeah, so this week is full of data release and the Fed speaker speaking. So we're very careful when you look at the momentums. Try not to look at the in the afternoon. Afternoon would be a little crazy. See if we can find some initial moves, and if we find the trends moving forward after the Fed starts speaking, and then maybe we go get some clues, then maybe yes. Yeah. Morning, Dan. Any question, guys, on the YouTube? Guys, give a thumbs up if you're enjoying our session. And feel free to join our program, Discord and mentorship if you wanted to well, see that trade without any delay. Miguel, can you hear me? Voldemort, you can hear me? Dan is saying Dan can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you turn on the microphone and let me know whether you can hear me or not? Because I definitely cannot hear you if you're using the microphone. So then they can hear me. Can you check your side whether if you cannot hear me? Can any one of you try to use the microphone and I just wanted to confirm whether I can hear as well. I can hear. Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, yeah. All right. So I'm glad that you guys can hear me as well. Morning, Vivek. How are you? How was your travel? You good? Oh, very nice. It was raining in the summer there, or is it rainy there in summer? Oh, that's good. So now we are basically streaming on the Twitter, YouTube, as well as the Facebook at the same time. Right. So all right, so let's look at the Nasdaq now, and feel free to let me know if you want me to look at any specific stock. But we can clearly see, as I mentioned, on the ES, NQ is also nicely moving up. This is the first weakness we saw in the last few days after the trend is slowing down. Right now, we are very close to 21,200. But the question is that is this going to make the another move high, or are we going to see some pullback and retest of 200 SMA, which is around 2,700. And I think that we might gonna see some weakness. There are a lot of Fed speakers speaking today. Their data coming in this week. There's a high likelihood that we're gonna see some pullback here before we eventually move back up. Uh, we just need a little bit more consolidation, but you never know. This market is really very extremely strong. Look at this weekly consolidation. It can easily break out as well. It can make the new high, but we know for long that market has not moved since last October, right? So if you look at this August, September, this is November, and right now we are exactly in the same spot. Uh, and you remember before the election, we were really just consolidating in this range. And after election, we got a catalyst and we moved, we broke out. And then what happened again, right? So we are in the very tight range at this point. Uh, but definitely uptrending. It's not like we're downtrending, we're uptrending. But the question is that what will be the next move? Is a weakness or is a stronger? Is going to be another breakout. So we'll go with the flow. Right now, we have clear resistance around 5,900. We need to see that whether 5,900 can clear. Once 59 can clear, the next area before we comfortably go long is this consolidation. If we can break this consolidation, which is above the 5930, then we have a chance to go and retest the 6,000 level. If we start churning here, doesn't move here, I'm not interested going long. We're gonna see the failure and looking for the short. Um, but if we see a strong momentum with the volume breakout, we look for a long here. And you guys see my screen here as well on the Discord, right? All right, any question? If not, then we can take a little bit of uh break here. Do you guys hear the music as well in the background? Mm. Yeah, basically it is playing. I was playing in the for the other stream, and I think microphone is just catching this music. Unless if I maybe try to increase the, it's not bad, okay. Now better? Yeah. So okay, so I just muted now and then go check whether the other stream is still having it or other stream also muted. Sure, sure. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so I muted from my next stream then. Okay. Yeah, okay. Are we getting any views or no? Hello, Twitter. Hello, X. 9 views. Yeah. Hey, give us a thumbs up, guys, if you're watching this, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask any question and give a thumbs up. Don't shy. Don't shy. Okay, don't shy in giving a thumbs up. Very nice. Okay. Right. I think yeah, we were trying new things. So I think this is the Miguel idea to stream on different spots. So if you have some ideas, share with me and then we're going to try to implement that slowly, slowly, one thing at a time, but we'll try. So see again now, again, we saw a rejection with the 5,900. If you look at it, exactly, we went to the 5,901 and we rejected it. So, if we stay within this range, we need to be very careful, okay? We don't need to get chopped out in this range and squeezed. Uh, so we need to be carefully trade today. It's Monday morning. People usually, jumped up and they jacked up. They wanted to trade. They wanted to make money. But in my experience, the Monday, if you can avoid the Monday and Friday losses, you're going to be consistently profitable. So, so this way. So if your Monday is profitable, what you need to avoid is the Wednesdays. You usually lose on Wednesdays. So, and if you are red on Mondays, then Wednesdays usually give you the profit. Yeah. So, but what I'm trying to say is that if you conservatively, remain focused on Monday's session, and you don't let it go against you, and you slowly build up, you're gonna be much better off. Um, but if you think if Monday is really, with this focused approach, Monday really went well, then your next focus area would be the Wednesday. So if you basically remain focused on Wednesdays, then definitely your week gonna be very green. If you protect your downside, your upside will come. So it's really important for you to protect your downside. If you have a proper risk management, you're not aggressively, taking bets, not taking revenge, and very protectively and calculatedly you take trades, then you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. It's all about if you can protect your downside. So see, now we see the weakness here again, rejected 5901, and I think this is the first time we saw a significant pullback here in the market. This is the first little aggressive pullback. Again, came to the same area of 5890 where we have, look at how many 30 minutes candle are opening and closing. There's the high of the 3 o'clock as well, 4 o'clock. So still holding this area, coming back down, but not breaking. And remember, there is an overnight session as well here. So, so overnight session closing is close to 5887. So at the same level, we have an S3 as well. So really holding at this point in this area. This one is really congested. So it's better we really need to see this area need to clear up. And if you look at other thing you can look at it, go to the book map. Go to the Bookmap stream and let me show you. In fact, I'm going to bring it here so you can see that how important is a Bookmap stream as well. So do you see this? Do you see the Bookmap stream on my screen? So look at this. Look at this. Do you see that? How big it is? There's nothing there, but everything is here on this range. And this range is, if you go look at 30 minutes, this is exactly this area. And what is this? This is basically telling that in this session, majority of the trades and buy and sell is happening at this price. So there's a lot of transaction happened on this area. So this is mean that somebody is keep buying, is not letting it go below that. All right. And we saw there's a resistance here as well. Some orders are sitting here. But there's no buyers here as such, and there's no seller here. All things are happening here, buy and sell. So unless we clear this up, this area, they're unlikely we're going to see any momentum. The moment it come down, this buyer comes in and start buying it. You don't see the order is likely to be the iceberg order, given a lot of transaction happening. Um, so it's really important for you to keep pay attention. Um, yeah. So if you have not opened the Bookmap stream, we streaming live on other stream for you guys to learn. So keep it open and give a thumbs up, like, right? So then other traders can see and learn as well. Yeah, awesome. Guys, those who are watching us on the X, can you give it a thumbs up and share and like? And feel free to ask a question or join our Discord. It's all available, for you guys. I'm here to help you guys. Let's make this year 2025 for all of us be successful in our trading, in our goals, and we're here to help you out. Just come and join us. So see, as we noticed on the book map that yeah, there's a strong volume profile is there, and see we bound immediately. So it doesn't really matter that how hard it's falling. The moment it falls, someone is down there to catch. So, it's just like that you're hitting, just like a baseball analogy, they're hitting really hard. But, before you get the home run, somebody's catching it. So it doesn't matter how hard you strike here. There is a institutions who are trying to catch. So don't chase this, and don't come into the FOMO of this big red candle. I really appreciate guys for watching on the X. Please give a thumbs up, share some love. We are starting out. We really need your support. If you enjoyed this learning, I post every day the key levels of future ESNQ through my Substack. I also provide the free market analysis on the YouTube. Um, we have a Discord. I have some books. So I have an all-round ecosystem for you guys. If you really wanted to be successful in trading, you do not need too many strategies. You just need a one good strategy where you can make it. And I will teach you how you can just find the one good trade or one good strategy, which can help you to be profitable and is all live. So you can go back and look at our previous streams as well. The patience is key, and I'm gonna, showcase that patient in front of you guys. When market opens, we are not in rush to take a trade. We look for the right setup, right formation, and that is the key. And today's Monday. I know I've been there on the weekend. You guys just watch multiple YouTube videos, and the traders were making 30,000, 40,000, 60 grand, and you're watching those videos and you're super pumped up now, and you're just waiting for 9:30 to click and then just start clicking those buttons, and you know what happened next. I don't need to tell you. uh you know the next what next happens, right? So in this game is really important. It doesn't really matter how successful you are yesterday. Today, again, you need to grind in a similar fashion. The focus, the patience has to be the same. Market doesn't, you know, identify you, or whether you are a six figure traders or, eight-figure trader. It doesn't really matter. For market, your order is just as order. So you need to be as focused as you could be, whether you're losing trade or profitable. Every day is a grinding day. You can't just make money market thinking about it that, you are successful uh, yesterday, so you're going to be successful today, or you are successful in the last trade, so you're going to be, profitable trade this as well. No, market doesn't function like that. You need to grind. You need to patiently wait for your setup. Don't go into this flashy, Lambos and things like that. That this profession is really easy. You can make it. No, you need to grind every day, and every day you need to grind, and that's the reality. Market doesn't care whether you are who you are, how much is in your bank account, what is your financial status. They look at you as a trade, and you need to wait for your right trade to come in. Morning, John. Morning, He. Morning. Morning, Bridget. Thank you so much, guys, on watching us on the X. Please give a thumbs up and repost our live video. Really, really be thankful. I see you guys are online. Say hello, and if you have any questions or any particular stock you want me to look at it. I trade ESNQ in the large cap. So if you have any questions around that, feel free to ask me. So we still have 15 minutes. Are you guys on the X as well? Um, John, Heath, if you are on the X, feel free to repost our stream. That will be helpful. So still market is holding, around the same spot, 58.90. This area looks really, really, uh, is creating a nice support. Um, and if you look at now the book map, um, we still have the upside order of 59.05, but we don't have any downside orders now. Um, We'll see that this time, does it, fail here? Good morning, Arun. So again, one more push up. This market is just crazy, huh? Right, we still have 5 more minutes, 8 more minutes, I guess. I will be back in a minute. All right, let's see one more. Trying one more time. It's really a bizarre price action at this point. Very tightly consolidating. So remember, what I'm just thinking now, the looking at the price action, um, as far as we are above 58.85 and below the 5900, this 15-point range, we need to completely avoid that because this is just the garbage consolidation. We shouldn't be taking any trade based on that, either breaking out or breaking up, right? We need some more consideration before we take any trade. This is just too much, too crowded, too very small range, too many times up and down. I'm not sure which side is going to break out on the first, whether it's going to break out on the upside or downside. I don't know. So we need to be very careful. Let the market show its card, see whether the market is breaking out or breaking down, and then we can find this trade. But the chop zone, we need to avoid that. This is a kill zone at this point. I have a severe sore throat and the fever, and I'm here for you guys. So give me a thumbs up. All right, 2 more minutes. Mark is trying to push this time on upside. All right, good luck. 30 seconds. All right, let's see. The first move is on the upside.
Order fi-
This went all the way to the 59.05 where we saw there was an order there. It filled completely. No trade for me. I'm just watching at this point. Strong move on the Nasdaq. Triple Q broke 21,300, now 21,340. Really strong move. At this point, the NQ is retesting the Monday morning high or Sunday evening high. Very strong move. Triple Q ETF turned green. SPY still a little bit red, so it's closing the gap in just first 5 minutes. Very strong move. very nice. Another very strong move on the upside. We were thinking about where this consolidation going to break out or break down. So market chose to move up, but we don't have any as such the entry point for this trade. We'll see that if we can find some rejection here. It's just a squeeze candle. Almost ES is the has a 25 points candle, and NQ has over 100 plus point candle. Very strong. I like the way it is now placing the rejection. The 59.10, the buyers are still there holding the 59.10. Let's see what happened. So there will be two price action here. Uh, Either we want to see the rejection here and we're going to look for the short uh, below 59.10, risk of 59.15. And if we have a better consolidation here, we're going to go long over 59.15 with the risk of 59.10. But for the long side, we need a little bit more consolidation. It's almost 7 minutes to the session right now. Excuse me. Let's see how this 5 minutes close. We still have a 2 minutes, close to 2 minutes. If it's continued to break out at this level, before this 10 minutes over, I'm not taking for the long side. First 5 minutes were really extended, so I don't want to chase this candle. And remember, this breakout is really an inside day breakout on within the Friday range. So it's not the real breakout where we are saying that it breaking out the daily ranges. Therefore, for me, this 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes where we have over 25 points breakout is really an extended breakout. All right, let's see that what happens now. I think it's likely there might be some rejection going to come in here.
Order filled.
This looks like a getting ready for the rejection. I'm just waiting to see if we can find a little smaller consolidation here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
So right now we are again in the range of 59.10. The rejection happened. I want a small pullback here and rejection and then come back down. Or if it breaks down here, then we can go and get the retest of 59.10 before I go short. But it looks like a strong weakness here, but not yet ready. Still the holding this range, which is 59.10 or 59.8. So let's see what it closed here. If we get the breakdown here under 59.08, we can take it with the risk of 5 points under the 59.08. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Let's see if we can find the rejection here. Watching to see if we can find the rejection here. See, this nice consolidation happens. So this is what I want. NQ is slipping. We have the morning range now from 58.95 to 59.15. Right now we're consolidating here. So two portion I'm looking at it. If we break this range below 59.10, we're gonna go downside move. And if we get a little bit more consolidation and breakout, then we can look for considering the upside move. But I guess likely it's going to fail here. But let's see. We need to see clearly coming down under this range. But if we consolidate here a little bit longer, we can go for the morning range breakout as well. Yeah, let's see what it does. Right now it is holding nicely on the 5 minutes. Um, But if you look at the NQ is maybe the early warning, is a show weakness. Still, we see the low volume on these last two red candle. It can break any time. If it's breakdown, then we can take it.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm short.
Order filled.
It's holding it. Come on. Very nice. We want a 5900. Come on, go flush to 5900.
Order cancelled.
Come on. It's working very nicely so far. I want this to break the 5900. I'm gonna move my stop loss to the break even so we don't get red if it bounces from 5900. But it looks very promising. We can get at least a VWAP, which is close to 58.98, 96, sorry. Come on, no, 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 no. I don't like this bounce. It's from the pre-market high. This bounce was from pre-market high. Come on, give us a push down. So far it's working fine. Come on, this is an opening candle as well. We wanted to see the failure here. If it fails here, it could be a very strong failure, but the pre-market high is holding at this point. Still in the trade. If you remember, this is exactly the area where the bounce happened. A lot of trades happening at this price. We want really to flush the 59.05 at this point. There's no aggressive buying or selling at this point on this price. CBD is really, really red at this point, so likely we're going to see the flush. Tesla is selling off. Apple, close to the opening prior day close. Nvidia is still very green. We'll see if we can flush this. Come on, we can flush this. Come on. I think we're gonna likely gonna see the 5,900. Okay, here you go. The flush came in. Come on, let's go continue now. Continue. Come on, continue. I'm putting my stop loss on 5901 just to trail it so then we don't get it. In case if it's flush and the 59 reclaimed, let's continue moving. I'm not taking profit yet. Come on, give us an 83. Come on. Come on.
Stop
All right,
filled.
I basically cleared $600 profit. Oh, awesome today. How many of you guys taken with me? I think if flush is still coming, if you have not stopped out, if you're not like, you know, uh, pussy like me, you can still take it.
I got 10 points.
Awesome, awesome. All right. See here, see, I don't know how many of you felt that, the FOMO on the first move, which we have missed it, and you were thinking, Sean, what Sean is doing is missing the whole move. How many of you thinking like that? Guys, we at least now deserve a one good thumbs up. How many of you taking with us? Come on, guys. It's still pushing. This price is still pushing down. And this breaking the VWAP as well. If you're still in that trade, keep continuing to make money. Here you go. One more push came in. Voldemort, Heath, John, Dan, Vivek.
Yeah, I got in for some points, but I'm out. I got out at the 5,900.
Wow, look at this move, man. This is a really brilliant move. I think I missed the half too. But anyway, as far as you got it, that is more important than anything else. Learn the setup, and next time comes in, then don't miss it. Dan is
Yep, I,
Dan is a
I,
man. Dan is a man. Man, Dan is a man. I will call the trade, and Dan will hold the trade. I think that's the way our combo will go in future. Right, Dan? Here you go. I'm happy to take some tip from you. Always good to share blessings. Yep, this is the overnight price, so we might gonna see some bounce. So Waldemar, have you taken John? You quite so
yes,
awesome. All right.
yeah, I, I took it with you and then also exit with you. I also
Awesome.
check him out. I'm thinking to hold, but
But that's fine, as far as on the Monday morning, just 5 minutes, you made $600. What else you need? There's always going to be
yeah,
something you're gonna leave on the plate, right? So then don't get FOMO. Uh, um, that's a part of the life, right? And you have to accept it, right? Just like I accepted, I said to
yes,
Dan, right? Dan is really good in keeping, but how many times we made the money and he still hold it and he has to stop out. So he's not going to share those days, right? But he's going to share those days where he, you know, held profitably, right? So yeah, so yeah, and see, this is the power and the magic of the planning. We planned it, uh, we identified those levels, and yeah, and we executed it. So watching to see that what happens here. This is the overnight session close. Um, do we have the another leg down? Um, but this is happening so fast, it doesn't even consolidating. The way it came, see if you look at it, the way it came, move back up, is exactly the way it is coming back down. And remember the 10:15, I think. Yeah. Remember 10:15, I guess there's a speaker. And I think that's a good that we see some consolidation here. So we might gonna see another leg down. So let's see what it does here. Seems like a short-term support. There's a VWAP pre-market high on NQ. ES is also has an overnight session. There's still the gap remaining on the NQ side. We have the way it is pushing it now, the high possibility that we can see the Friday low retest. But if we can get a little bit of consolidation, couple of more minutes of consolidation here before we push us,
Order filled.
it could be a chance.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
And just small short on NQ scalp. I would not
Order
recommend
filled.
just a small scalp. I don't want to share with you because it's, by the time I'm gonna take it, you guys already I'm gonna be out. Just take a small scalp just to get the $1,000 profit. But I don't recommend that for you guys. Yeah, it's gonna be harder for you guys to execute those trades. But by the time I'm gonna tell you, you know, I'm already out. So right, let's see here what happens. Is the 10 o'clock coming in? I think there's another leg coming down here. It's only 1.5 minutes remaining in a 10 o'clock. I wish there would be a smaller pullback or consolidation before I take it. I will just take one more contract on the ES if it's breakdown under 58.86. And I'm gonna take a tight stop loss, or maybe 2-3 point stop loss only, just to scalp it. If it pushes down after 10 o'clock. But remember that if you already have a successful trade, take the 1/10 of your size, okay? 1/10 of your size because it can still spike up. There is a lot of support here, but I feel like the way it is sitting down on the NQ side, there's a chance the another leg down. But on the 5 minute is really extended. So few more seconds. I'm not yet entered. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna enter with the MES. I'm not even entering,
Order filled.
not entering with the ES. because I'm chasing it, so I don't want to take with the even ES. Is pushing down further. See if you can get the 58.75, which is the pre-market low.
Order submitted.
Good, it's moving.
Target filled.
Right, my target filled.
Order cancelled.
And it's just push. Oh man, this just drop is insane drop. Insane drop came in. Man, Dan, if you have not covered, just covered it now, I guess. I'm happy with the results. I'm not really worried about it. Um, I'm already up $1,000. I was not expecting more on the Monday morning. I was expecting the Monday. This is one of my good strategies is the Monday morning reversals, and that's what I was expecting, the Monday morning reversal today. And it really happened with the perfect chance. Those who are not in the methodology and the strategy classes and they wanted to learn it, this is one of the setup I trade is a Monday morning reversals. Uh, if you would like to learn it, I can share with you guys. Come and join on our weekly strategy classes.
So, Sean, did you share the recording for Wednesday
Yeah,
yet?
I will share with you.
Okay, thanks.
So big spike coming in right now. I'm really happy with the results. How many of you are happy with today's results?
I'm happy.
So is this is the reason for the X and all other people who are watching us to give us thumbs up? What happened to the YouTube guys? Guys, have you taken any trade? And then folks who are online on the X and watching us, we truly deserve this like and thumbs up and repost. Please give us a love and share if you really enjoyed in taking the trade with us. Even if you're just checking it out and you saw that we did a really good job, you know, give us a thumbs up or say something hello. We loved it. Sean, we're gonna come and join the next session with you. See, only way for you guys to learn is to say something. If you're just gonna be give me a zombie view looks, I'm just gonna watch like a zombie, it's not gonna work. Dan is really happy. Dan, you need to share some blessing with us. You know, come and join our methodology class. I think it's really, really good. See, this is one of my strong setups. We really make money. And if it's worked really well, you make a lot of money. This is called the Monday morning reversals. And today is the Monday morning reversal. So, and we know we were in the perfect range. And exactly we have retested the uh, June 2nd low. I think the next stop would be if it's give a higher low setup, likely we're gonna retest the Friday lows as well. See, as I said that, if you're part of the community, you're learning it, you're coming in the methodology session, just one good trade and it's going to help you to pay the whole cost. You you do not need to worry about costing and things. If you really be determined to learn and change your life, that's it. Don't go into the social media Lambos and thousands of dollars profit. Learn the setup, right? Learn the setup, play play accordingly with the risk, how much you're willing to lose. Um, and that's it. And once you have the good trade, your next role is not to take the another trade. Your role is to protect your what you have made, right? Because what happened is that psychologically, when we have a good trade, in our mind side say, okay, we look like invincible. We try to take more trades, and I'm here to protect you for that. I'm gonna keep reminding you that once you have a good trade, your job is not to take another trade. Your job is to build that confidence, so then you can protect that, and slowly, once you have that cushion, then you can take second trade. But for now, once you take the trade, your role is to protect it. And every day you come in with the plan, with the focus upon, laser sharp focus, sniper thinking, take one good trade, make money, and move on. And see how your green days turn into a green weeks, how green weeks turn into a green months, and how green months turn into your green year. You're gonna be surprised to see that impact. Rather than thinking very narrowly and look for just one trade and chase the moves, and you're gonna lose it. Don't chase the moves. Let the move come to you. Yeah, let the move come to you. Because if you're gonna wait for the moves and that's it, that is what really matters. If you're gonna keep chasing it, market just. I remember if I were me a few years ago, what I would be doing, I would going long here on this breakout. And next point is that when I open my eyes, I will just get stuck into these opening ranges, and that's where the market context come in. And that's why I sincerely advocate that not every opening range is the same opening range. Today is not the opening range day. Today is the range reversal day. And you can only be knowing by looking at the market context, which we did in the pre-market analysis. And if you have missed this, go back and look at the recording. All right, so market is making the now higher lows. Let's see what happened here. It's already 10:08. The 10:15, there's a Fed speaker going to speak. So likely I'm not going to take any more trade. And we're going to post the poll very soon for you guys to take the poll. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know what questions you have, and we can talk about it, and we can hang around for a while here on the trading room. I answered your question. If you want me to look something, I can look at it. I'm watching the chat on the YouTube, and I'm really glad that the Arun took the trade. Cheetah took the trade, and I'm so happy to see the YouTube community also taking the trade with us. So kudos to all of you guys. Have any questions? I can look at it. And just to remind you, we are streaming on the Facebook, YouTube, as well as the X on at the same time. So if you know, are on the Facebook, you know, follow our Facebook page, give a thumbs up, share. If you're on the X, you know, share on the X as well. And if you're on the YouTube, like the YouTube, that will just give us the support and, you know, encourage us to continue to do the things which matters to you, which you like it. And we continually gonna improve and make money for all of us. So this is making the lower high, just retests the VWAP and rejecting right now. So you know, it's maybe the another leg down at this point. Always remember that the move has happened already. There might be a bounce, little bit consolidation. There's a 10-15. There's the Fed speaker speaking. So be careful on chasing those moves now. Look at this 30 minutes is just going back into the range and making a bottoming tail. So, you know, just high likelihood is going to come back down now. It pulled back too much, but you never know. This market is just unbelievably stubborn. The strategy, what we have is the Monday morning reversal, which has already happened.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
So be careful if you're in the trade. I would rather expect you to take the profit or, you know, put the cushions down because there 10-15, there might be a spike coming in. So be very careful. Any question on in the chat room, in the Discord? So just to remind you, so you know, I'm gonna message you uh, to the team who will take the methodology classes. So this Wednesday, I'm traveling, so I'm gonna be taking a key class on Thursday. So we're gonna have a Thursday class of a methodology, and I'll email you guys. And on Friday, I'm traveling, so I'm not be trading live on Friday. So there will be no live trading on Friday. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm gonna be live with you guys, and the methodology class is going to be on Thursday. And let me email me if you're not available on Thursday, then we can reschedule it some other day. But if Thursday works well with you guys, then we can continue to have that class on Thursday for just for this week. So see now it's trying to break out over the VWAP. Let's see if it fails. It's another 1 minute remaining. If it fails, we can see the another leg down. And 10-15 is the place where we're expecting some Fed speaker to come in. But I don't know. I think that's Fed chair is speaking at 1 o'clock. It's just one of the Fed speaker, so I'm not sure that how much weight it is for this. But we're gonna see in the first 2 minutes that what's happening. It might be that once he starts speaking, then there might be something's coming out. Um, How many of you are watching the Bookmap live on your other streaming? Because I find the Bookmap is really helpful. So let's see what happened here. Let's see, does it fail here? ES is just on the corner of holding the overnight sessions closing line. It's 10, 15, 44 seconds are gone. NQ is way above the VWAP. ES is still below the VWAP. So it seems like it's still holding the overnight session prior day close. And NQ is above the VWAP. ES is below the VWAP, but ES is just slightly below the VWAP. And VWAP is close to 5890. So if you can claim the 5890 and break out, it can easily break out now. But I'm not taking that trade. Here you go. Let's see what happens here. Can it fail here or move back up? Interesting is that there are a lot of people on the X watching us, but nobody give us even the like or shout out. And I don't know even who are these people watching us. So interesting. The X users doesn't like to interact. Come on, guys on the X, folks, come on. Give a thumbs up. So still consolidating. Any question, guys? We have 10 minutes before we end the stream. And if you have any question, I would love to answer that. Anything about the trade idea, about the recap, about the questions or entry and the question on exit. Anything you would like to ask?
Windows Defender has temporarily disabled your internet connection and computer for suspicious activity from Facebook. Please do not shut down or restart the computer. We have detected that you may have clicked on a virus-infected article on Facebook. Please call our support before your Facebook account is permanently suspended. Windows Defender has temporarily disabled your internet connection and computer for suspicious activity from Facebook. Please do not shut down or restart the computer. We have detected that you may have clicked on.
Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me?
Everything closed out, the stream and all that.
Even the stream in the YouTube stream, or just the Discord stream?
Just the Discord now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I basically went on the Facebook and I clicked something and it said that, oh, your system is hacked, blah blah blah. And I had to close the uh terminal, the whole browser window. So I'm just checking it now. See, can you just guys go and check the streams are working fine? And I don't know what happened suddenly that I was getting those messages. That's why I really don't like using the Facebook. I felt like the Facebook is one of the best place to get the viruses and spams and everything. Okay, so it's breaking out now over the VWAP. Look at this candle which was talking about. So anyway, we are not in the trade. We only took our profit. We are profitable today. So my recommendation is also the same thing. It's a Monday morning. Protect your mental capital. If you are in profit, just secure that profit and use that for the next move, which is basically tomorrow. Don't overtrade. I know. See, it's keep breaking out now. So I'm not in the trade. It's really strong at this point. See, that's why I asked you to look at the NQ. NQ was above the VWAP, and E was just struggling it, but now E is also above the VWAP. So this Monday reversal strategy is over. We got from all the way from 59.10 to 58.69. That's it. You know what I mean? And now somebody might have a strategy to go down and then look the upside move. So they might be taking that move. But you can't take every move of the market. You need to look for your own strategy and take it.
The streams are fine. The X is fine. The YouTube is fine.
Awesome.
Are you streaming on X? I mean, on Facebook?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't see it on Facebook.
You don't see on the Facebook?
No.
I think that's what happened, right? I went there to check something, and then this shitty something clicked, and then they're saying that your account is hacked. Blah blah blah.
Oh, we could check on that later.
Yeah, this is so crazy. I hate using Facebook. Let me see if I go to my page. It says streaming, but when I click here, you're right. When I click here, it says private. It's turned into a private event now in this stream. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So those who are watching Facebook, they should go and join the X or the YouTube live. Okay, so see what it does. It's just so right now ES is just retested the pre-market high, but it looks very strong at this point. Anyway, no question, guys. So this could be an important level. Let's see whether we can find a rejection here, because we are again on the 5900 level. If we can get the rejection, we can get the lower high setup. But on 30 minutes, look really, really strong. 4 minutes remaining into 30 minutes or into 10:30. Here you go, another leg coming in. I think the Fed speaker must be saying something really positive. Oh, look at this green candle. Can you see that? How bullish it is now? It's completely engulfing. See, that's why it's really important that you stick in your own lane. You took one trade. If we have taken the another pullback here, thinking about it, the another leg down, you must have squeezed out and you have lost the morning profit, and then you will be regretting and you're taking over trade and then revenge trade. So it's better once you have the trade, you just see how quickly the market has changed the direction. And sometimes it's not even so easy for your mind to understand this what's happening and change it. And that's why if you recall before coming to this mentorship program, that why you were over trading and revenge trading, because you're trying to get every small move, and then you just get stuck because your mind unable to understand it, what's happening, why suddenly market was so weak, now what happened. Is this true or no? Tell me, guys. Vivek, Heath, John, Dan, Miguel. Your worst day comes in after your good day. Sometime in the same day, sometime in the same session, or sometime next day. Because you think that you got it. What I said in the morning today, that every trade, market doesn't see that how good is your first trade is. Every trade is different. Every trade is independent. You need to grind. You need to learn. You need to be patient for each setup. You can't just say that you were profitable in your first trade. You're going to be in the second. Look at it how strongly pull back up. It's so hard to even comprehend that. If you guys are saying something, I don't under I don't listen. I can't hear you guys unless you're not saying anything.
So I have a question, Sean.
Hey, baby, yeah.
Of course, the first trade I took the first trade with you. That made super sense to me. But the second trade, when you were saying that I want to make some more, right? That's where I did not take, because I thought, okay, maybe I should not take the risk. So what made you take that trade?
So here, look at this here. So we are on the 10 o'clock mark, and I think it's better if you look at the 2 minutes. So I was saying that if we can get the consolidation and we can make the another leg down, So look at it here. We move up, came down. This is the first move, right? And we have took the profit on the way, but I didn't chase it here. So when I see the green move, consolidation, couple of minutes, and I say there might be another leg coming down, so I'm going to quickly chase it. But I chase it with the, second trade, I took it very small size, and I write it this here, and then I stop it, right? So this trade is basically continuation of the momentum on the breakdown of this consolidation. So this was the first trade. This is the second trade consolidation. That's it. And then once it's back, now it's either two things going to happen. Either market going to get the V shape, or it's going to go lower high and then come back down. I was thinking somewhere it's going to break and come down, but it's still moving back up. So we don't know it's a complete V shape recovery. And even if it is, it doesn't really matter because I'm not taking this trade, because our strategy was taking this trade. So we took this trade. First move, second move. That's it. This move is just
Yeah, I
this is a continuation move.
understand that part. Yeah, I was just concerned that might jump also right at 10 a.m. So I think that's what you were waiting for also.
Yeah,
but then it consolidated. So
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because it's consolidated. So breakdown under the opening range or yesterday closing price. And if you look at the NQ at the time is still above the opening range. So I was thinking that yes, there is a room for NQ to come. So when NQ comes down, maybe ES will come down too.
Yeah, I would do this also, but I was also scared about the 10. And then
that's fine. Yeah, that's
consolidated quite a long.
Yeah. And always when you're scared, just take the 1/10 of your original size. So if your first has a green trade and you took the 1 ES contract, just like I think I only went I think 2 or 3 MES contract. Initially I thought I'm gonna go 1 ES, but since it was late in 10 o'clock, then I didn't take a risk and I just say I'm gonna go MES. So that's fine. It's always, always do what you're comfortable. And if you're not comfortable, that's fine as well. Right? Just like I think Heath was saying that he stopped out and he didn't take too much, hold it too long. Dan said he was holding for a long. So it's the same trade, but it's always going to be a different level of execution depending on your own mindset and own comfortability with the stop, right? That's exactly what it is.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. So 10:33, if you don't have any more question, I'm gonna close the transmission. I still keep the Bookmap on. So let me know. I think we're gonna push the poll now, so if you can give us a poll answer, that how good is your day? Hopefully everyone made it. There will be no red day today, 100% green day, as we have all made the money and then traded all same. And if you have any other questions or any other thing you want me to look at it or make the video for you guys, drop your comments on the live stream. I will check it and then I will try to create some content for you guys. And if you would like to join our methodology session in the whole group, you're welcome to join us. Details are in the description and you can come and join us. All right. Thank you guys.